Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Dr. John O'Keefe, Breakthrough Specialist and host of Celebrity Entrepreneur, the television show that will give you tips and ideas on how you can grow your business and create success in your life and business based on what successful people have already done. We're going to interview successful businesses, and they're going to tell us tips and ideas and give you a toolkit. I'm particularly excited today because we have with us Aaron Trent, the Director of Membership and Relations and Events, and Shauna Burnett, Director of Membership from the Balboa Bay Club, one of the world's most premier destinations for relaxation and enjoyment. Thanks so much for being here with us today.
It's our pleasure, John.
We know how busy you are. Thanks for taking time.
Certainly.
I understand that the club has been purchased by a family, and so tell me about some of the changes. I know there's some really exciting changes coming up.
Really exciting changes with the new ownership purchasing us. We were purchased on June 1st, and one of the things they wanted to start doing is renovating the property. So we will have a new restaurant in our clubhouse, which is where the members only area is, and then they're also renovating the resort where we have 2 restaurants to dine at, as well as a beautiful, pool and shopping areas and lobby that will all be renovated with the new ownership.
Trying to create exactly what the members want, getting them together, and finding balance in your life is very important, as you know. Mm-hmm. And the Bay Club can do just that. It has the spa there, so you can relax at the spa. I see at 6 o'clock in the morning, there's a bunch of people there already working out. They already have their day planned, and then they'll move on and finish the rest of their day and maybe come back and relax and have a glass of wine on the water. So it has every element that you could possibly imagine. If you really want to reach for the stars, get that yacht and bring it on in.
There you go.
We have the slips for you.
We have the slips for you, exactly.
And that's it. What they're talking about, and I'm sure what you can feel, is that passion. And we always talk about what drives you, what creates success in your life, and what you're looking for. Today I'm very excited because we have with us marketing guru Tom Petty. Thanks, Tom, for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Good to be here.
Yeah, appreciate everything you're doing. And before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about Tom. He has a fantastic career, and he's helped organizations like Apple, Nike, Nissan, and many others. And he's actually now spending time with SCORE, and he'll tell you a little bit more about that. But more importantly, he's written a book called Marketing Without Money. It's a fantastic book that gives you tips and ideas that you may have to spend a lot of money on other places. And so he's going to tell us more about that today. So, Tom, tell us, how did the book come about?
Well, I joined SCORE in 2002, and I started counseling small business people. And it was very easy to recognize that these people were very different than the clients I dealt with in the advertising agency. In the advertising agency business, I was dealing with clients that had hundreds of millions of dollars. So marketing was mainly about spending a bunch of money, and now I'm dealing with people who don't have any money. So the main thing I learned in my counseling with these people was these people needed to know what they could do to get the same results as a Nike or an Apple without $100 million in marketing. So through the course of counseling and doing seminars, I created this concept that they could use the exact same strategies that Apple and Pizza Hut and Nike and all these successful companies had used without any money, because the core idea of all these strategies was about having a good idea. So if you have a good idea, that idea costs you nothing.
Harvard University has the reputation of being a top university both nationally and internationally. Harvard Business School has that same stellar reputation. Today we have with us Tom Dean and John Howell from the Harvard Business School Alumni Association of Orange County, the HLS Leadership Series. They're going to tell us about some opportunities that can be good for you to create success, and tell us about what they're doing. Thanks for being with us today. Tom and John?
We're blocking and tackling in terms of marketing, better write-ups, quality control on the speakers, and really building the community within the idea that when people come to the website, when they sign up, between the time on the website and by the time they come in the front door at the physical event, as well as leave the physical event, that's when they're ours in a good way. And our goal is to make that time as productive and enjoyable and value-packed as it can be. And we manage everything along the way. When people sign in, we have a very professional sign-in. We have the networking for 45 minutes, and then we have the breakfast and self-introductions, as well as that's followed by the speaker. And then Q&A and networking post-event as well. Along the way, we're trained. We talk to the other board members, as well as John and Mark Wilser and I and Linda Boudiab, who the four of us run this series. Whenever we see someone who looks uncomfortable, a first timer, someone who doesn't have someone to talk to, we immediately go up to them and engage them in conversation. Why are you here? Good to see you. Would you like to meet some other people? What do you do? All those simple questions that really make people feel at home, and that's really part of the community. And we'd like to think that's what leadership is in its own right. Pushing your own agenda and also advancing other people along the way consistent with that agenda.
You know, that's fantastic information, because think about that. First of all, I want to say 97% growth. You know, a lot of us entrepreneurs, we talk a lot about growth, and sometimes you hear that negative news that it's tough to grow any kind of situation or any organization. But take heed of the example that Tom and John are talking about. When you're focused, when you're dedicated, you can create those kinds of large leaps and growths. I'm very excited today because we have an interview with Laura Neubauer, who's the CEO and founder of Deliver-It. Laura, with this incredible growth with Deliver-It, tell us how were you able to compete with such large competitors? I understand you have competitors like FedEx and so forth?
Yes, my two largest competitors are the two largest national brand names in America.
Wow.
And at first, when I began Deliver-It, my niche market was a price point where medium to small size businesses can take advantage of a good price point that the national carriers only give their largest clients.
Okay.
And when I started Deliver-It, I found out it wasn't the price point that people were attracted to. It was us being able to customize our products, additional services, later pickups, earlier deliveries, and including same-day products. So they were actually coming for additional services and not the rates.
Ah, all right. So that's an important point, because what she's talking about, I'm hearing, is niches. She was, very, very focused on the key things that set apart a company. So my question to you is, what are you doing to set your company apart? We have with us Christy Caprine, Regional Catering Manager of the Champagne French Bakery Cafe. She's going to tell us about what her company is doing and how you can create success in your life. Thanks, Christy, for being with us
Thank
here
you
today.
so much, Dr. John. I appreciate it.
So, we talk about passion on this show quite a bit. What drives you? What's your passion? Why are you here doing what you're doing?
Oh, well, I love people. I love you. And I love food. I'm a big foodie myself. I really enjoy seeing people eat. I enjoy seeing people come into the cafe. They're there. People have a choice that they can make. There's a lot of different places that they could go, but they choose to walk through our doors. And so what drives me is definitely the people and definitely the freshness of our food. I mean, if you've ever had our chicken salad sandwiches or our turkey bacon avocado, everything's made in-house and it's absolutely amazing. So that's definitely what drives me, the freshness of the food and definitely the people.
People. That's really what it's all about. And you can see just by listening to Christy the kind of passion she has, not only for what she does, but for helping people. What about you? Christy, we often talk to our entrepreneurial friends and we find out about what they want, but we emphasize that they have to have a passion for what they do.
So true.
And giving back into the community is so important.
Yes.
So fellas, a tremendous amount of services. How would somebody get a hold of you if they wanted to use any one of your services?
Two very simple options. One is going online, www.drunkrescue.com, and then another one's by phone, 855-DRUNK-RESCUE.
Okay.
Simply it. You can go online and make a reservation online. We get it right away. We call you back to confirm. And then online we have our dispatch center ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
That's a tremendous ability. Think about it. All your problems solved there, and you have basically a private driver. And one of the things about privacy that's important is confidentiality. So I'm assuming that privacy and confidentiality is in place and key.
Yeah, we also have a privacy option. It's so if you don't, we have logos that says Drunk Rescue. You know, sometimes people don't want to be affiliated with being drunk. So we have a privacy option, which the driver shows up and he's wearing business attire, like something like what I'm wearing now, and he drives you home just like that.
So, and that holds true with your private driver. They show up in a suit or something?
So for any of our services, be that the airport rescue, the private driver, the drunk rescue even, you can select to have the privacy option. And in that way, you know, it's just another way to deter anybody from, you know, thinking, from diminishing your credibility or anybody having second thoughts. Because if you're drunk, that's just your business. Nobody else needs to know. But we're there to get you from point A to point B safely, and that's our job. You don't have to tell the world that you are drunk. You know,
Sure.
It's just another professional way of an option that we offer to our clients.
Okay, all you entrepreneurs out there, here are some reasons why you should get in here in front of this camera and be on the Celebrity Entrepreneur Show with Dr. John. The biggest reason is because it will create some content for you to use. You'll have this footage, you can repurpose it, put it on your own website, you can put it on YouTube, you can put it all kinds of places where this can get disseminated. The other thing it will help you do is focus your strategic intent so that you can articulate it to somebody in 15 or 20 seconds and get your brain thinking about why other people should be coming to you and what your specialty is.